What is up, people? My name is Rux and I'm here with CS2-cheats.com, and we're going to be checking out midnight.im. This cheat is one of the best legit cheats out there, so I'm just going to be making a quick briefing on every single feature, how this cheat is to play with. First of all, this cheat has a skin changer or an inventory changer, which I'm going to start with. This really is a good thing to have. What it does, it basically allows you to add skins to your inventory in Counter-Strike 2. So what you do, for example, is simply press add, and then you can go ahead and press on any knife, and then you press the knife button. Select any knife. For example, let's just say I'd like the karambit. Select any skin in the karambit. For example, the Doppler. You guys can go ahead and customize the wear. You can add a name tag. You can add a seed. You can add the stat track option. You can add a custom kill count for the stat track as well. Simply press on save, and you will see immediately that the karambit will be added to your inventory. You can easily equip it for both teams. And that's about it. The rest of the features in this cheat contains features such as aimbot. So if we check out the aimbot section over here, we have aimbot, we have auto fire. You guys can easily set the aimbot to a custom key by pressing this little button over here. I have mine usually set to mouse 1. We have auto fire, auto stop, auto scope, disable aimbot flash. We have mouse percentage XY. We have a trigger bot. We have recoil control. You guys can customize all these settings, and you guys can customize them for a custom weapon group as well. Over here, global, this is basically for all weapons, and in here you guys can set it up for a certain weapon, whatever you prefer, such as the AK-47 or whatever it is. In the players tab or the visuals tab, we have something called the visuals or wall hacks. This basically allows you to see players behind the walls and customize exactly what is showing. So in the enemies tab, we have something little down here called drag and drop. So in here it's very simple to use. For example, distance, you can drag and drop this anywhere on this little menu, as you guys can see, and it will be showing on the enemy. So if you guys want the distance to where the enemy is, you guys can drop it anywhere. For example, down, up, or on the side, it will show up on the enemy. The same goes for weapon icon, the same goes for name ESP, whatever you prefer, drag and drop it. Global tab over here, you can enable and disable that ESP. You have only visible, we have off-screen ESP, we have off-screen sounds, we have champs, which is basically this blue little thing. You guys can just customize the colors of the champs when they are visible, as you guys can see, and when they're invincible or basically behind the walls. You guys can set that to your own likings. We have different type of champs as well. As you guys can see, we have latex, we have chroma, we have bloom, flat. I like the bloom 2 the most. We also have a glow ESP, which if you want to enable that. We have a teammate ESP as well. But in the items tab, we also have the item ESP. If you guys see drop guns or drop nades, you guys can put that enable, and then it'll show you all this features. The same goes for projectile and C4 bomb. We have your view model, which you guys can customize. You guys can set the champs over here, as you guys can see. You guys can change this to whatever you prefer. Of course, we have the different types to, if you want to play it like this, if you like this, you guys can do that. This is not really my type. I'll probably go with more of a chroma. But I guess the best way is to just use skins, because I think most people prefer skins, but it is entirely up to you. You guys can customize this a lot. The same goes for view model. This is basically how further though you want the weapon, and the same goes with the XYZ one. In the HUD parts, we have some other features such as aim hitbot talk, so you can see who is spectating you over here. You have a little spectator list, a sniper crosshair, and a bunch of other features. As you guys can see, we have radar. In the main tab, we have a trusted mode. I highly recommend you guys enable this just to stay away from red trust factor. We have streaming mode in case you want to stream or record. If I enable this, then as you guys can see, you will no longer be able to see the cheat itself anymore, except for the health bar ESP. So you would need to disable the health bar. So this health bar would need to go, and once you do that, as you guys can see, the ESP on the recording is not really visible. And then once I disable, you guys can see everything again. Hit sound, we have kill sound, we have panic keys, we have just unload keys. We have a movement as well if you want a bunny hop. And then we also have a cloud config section over here, which you guys can save your config and also import other configs through the website. So if you are too lazy on making your own config, you guys can go ahead and import a config directly from the website after purchasing this cheat. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that was midnight.im for you. If you guys do want this cheat, check out cs2-cheats.com and make sure you guys can use my discount code RUX, and you will save yourself like 5 or 10% off.